Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It is January 6, 2023, and we are in the Old Testament, and we're going to read from the book of Genesis. Today, we're going to read Genesis chapter 6. Let's see. Chapter 6 mentions a few things that are people aren't sure what they're talking about. Talking about Nephilim, talking about sons of God sleeping with the daughters of man. One thing to keep in mind is when this was written, those people understood what that meant. Now, here we are several thousand years later. Are they talking about actual people? Are they talking about angels? Or is this an allusion to some ancient creation story? We're not sure. But for us here reading this, well, we know of two groups of people at this point in the story. We've got the descendants of Cain all the way to Lamech, where we saw that the sin just kind of took root and developed greater sin with every generation that came. Okay, that was when the serpent told him, "Hey, you know what? Go ahead and eat the fruit, Adam. You'll gain the wisdom of God." They said, "Okay, we'll do that, and then we don't need God. And if He throws us out of Eden, that's okay. We'll just make our own Eden." And that didn't work because of the selfishness. Just made them more and more evil. And then you got over on the other side, you've got the descendants of Abel, Seth, that went all the way to Noah. And they essentially are the part that, okay, now that I know right or wrong, I understand that what I did was wrong and that God should be here and I should be here. That's the right relationship. I don't need Eden, I need God. So there's your two halves. You know, they're now released into the world, and what we're seeing here in chapter 6 is that line of Cain. It's gone crazy. It's, hey, you know what? It's like wolves in the land of furry bunny rabbits. They're feasting. They're going bonkers. They're getting more and more evil. That line of Abel down to Noah. Well, you know what? They're getting a really righteous guy in Noah who's going to spend 100 years building a boat because God told him to. But they're starting to get overwhelmed. Evil is running rampant, and it doesn't seem to be any way to fix it. So that's what God is looking at, and God says, you know what? I've been letting you work it out, but now it's time for me to step in and wipe this slate clean. That's what He threatens to do. He's going to wipe the slate clean. But again, just as we saw, when Abel died, He brought Seth in because his remnant is going to keep going. He doesn't completely wipe them all out. He's going to save Noah. And we're going to try again. Basically, we're going to reset creation and say, okay, we're going to have a new Adam, and he's going to be Noah, and he's going to bring all the good things, and then we're going to see where that goes, and we're going to get rid of all the evil. So that's basically what chapter 6 is setting up for us. So let's go ahead and read Genesis chapter 6. Now it came to pass, when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born to them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were beautiful, and they took wives for themselves, of all whom they chose. And the Lord said, My spirit shall not strive with man forever, for he is indeed flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. There were giants on the earth in those days, and also afterwards, when the sons of God came into the daughters of men, and they bore children to them. These were the mighty men who were of old, men of renown. Then the Lord saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every intent of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continuously. And the Lord was sorry that He had made men on the earth, and He was grieved in His heart. So the Lord said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, creeping thing, and birds of the air, for I am sorry that I made them. Then Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. This is the genealogy of Noah. Noah was just a man, perfect in his generations. Noah walked with God, and Noah begot 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. The earth also was corrupt before God, and the earth was filled with violence. So God looked upon the earth, and indeed it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted their way on the earth. God said to Noah, The end of all flesh has come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them. And behold, I will destroy them with the earth. Make yourself an ark of gopher wood. Make rooms in the ark, and cover it inside and outside with pitch. And this is how you shall make it. The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits, its width 50 cubits, and its height 30 cubits. You shall make a window for the ark, and you shall finish it to a cubit from above, and set the door of the ark in its side. You shall make it with lower, second, and third decks. And behold, I myself am bringing floodwaters on the earth to destroy from under heaven all flesh, in which is the breath of life. Everything that is on the earth shall die. But I will establish my covenant with you, and you shall go into the ark, you, your sons, and your wife, and your sons' wives with you. And of every living thing of all flesh you shall bring 2 of every sort into the ark, to keep them alive with you. They shall be male and female. Of the birds after their kind, of animals after their kind, and of every creeping thing of the earth after its kind, 2 of every kind will come to you to keep them alive. And you shall take for yourself of all the food that is eaten, and you shall gather it to yourself, and it shall be food for you and for them. Thus Noah did according to all that God commanded him. So he did. May God bless the reading of his word. May God bless you. Bye.